Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll call for the fair catch. On first down, here comes this offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. He finds his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, you know, trying to keep your defense fresh. Now, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Baylor.
Leaves it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Alabama pushing the tempo. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Pick that shit, bro. This motherfucker hitting the ball.
On the move, trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I gotta break.
Hey, Pot, that's crazy too, bro. I was watching you stream, bro.
He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
I was gonna get out as soon as I was about to get on. You got off. I was like, we should get a game, man. But I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you soon. I was watching you and watching the basketball games.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking downfield.
Yep, good stop, defense.
Incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that.
All right, bet, bro. I'm gonna catch you on that bitch for sure.
Trying to be aggressive, well, defense, you got to get my back now.
A first down for the offense. Touch pass on the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On second down, he'll fire. Got a man. It's Daniels. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
Appreciate you, big bro, man.
He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end.
How he get there?
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
They'll try to get on the same page this time. Second and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
My boy Pot, be smooth, man. I'll catch him.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Trying to get to it. Makes the catch. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short.
Hey, was y'all watching the basketball games right now?
Third and short, and I guess
Our Purdue game went crazy.
Out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On the run, fires downfield.
Good catch, boy.
Down Florida. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Yeah, most of the time I'm like that too, but I watch the tournament though. I like the tournament.
Fielded in the end zone. It's long.
Good tackle.
Nothing wrong with the touchback. They wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
Yeah, Florida should beat Texas Tech, man.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. And
I can't believe we do that shit anyway. We did not catch it.
Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Oh, what a move! And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is.
No, yeah, that's a fact, bro.
If I'm on offense,
but you never know about them, you know, them one game.
The
Anything can happen in one game.
1st and 10. They're going to run it to the right. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Makes the grab on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Back to pass, it's Milroe. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, looking again to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins.
Oh.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion.
Good cut. Good fucking cut, man.
Touchdown Gators! They take the lead with the 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's ball. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I wish we would have had that kick return. That shit was nasty.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off.
Longhorns, what it do, bruh?
To the air, it's Milroe. Makes the pass.
Oh, they just played me. They just hold me. They just hold me.
After struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can.
I don't know where it made my user go, and then I don't know why this motherfucker hit the ball again, bro. They gotta stop that.
Completion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. DB's right up on the receivers. On fourth down, going to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Yeah, bro.
And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it
Bro,
down.
Capone, you be doing oh shit, man. I fuck with the dynasties, bro.
The handoff to Johnson. Headed to the end zone. And he walks it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Oh shit,
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players.
I just started me a dynasty with like a couple guys, you know, a couple people I've been playing with on here, and then a couple randoms.
This was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took
But I take that shit serious, bro. Them online dynasty.
After scoring the touchdown.
If anybody on Xbox never started one, let me know, bro.
Fielded in the end zone, it's ball. I
Good tackle.
imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel.
And he's
Oh, of course that shit goes out of bounds too.
And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Follows a good block there, picks up threes out to the 9. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. And this
Good defense.
sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Good defense. Down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And despite going 0 for 2 on fourth down so far, they will stay aggressive and go for it here. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Lets it fly.
No, sir.
And the
Strap
incomplete
it,
pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, he got out of here, bro. He didn't want no more of that. We were strapping shit. I don't ever use like cover one intentionally, but I guess sometimes it turned into it because, you know, my users are the safeties, so I switch stick between the safeties, and sometimes I'll break on shit, so it might turn into a cover one, but I don't ever just call that shit. You know what I mean? Like that's what I do. I use it as safeties, and then just kind of try to like break on shit. You know, like real life shit, pattern reading and all that. But I mean, yeah, I run a lot of, you know, everything I do looks the same, so I never know if it's man or zone. And then I make adjustments. Like that game, he kept going that empty bunch. I mean, that empty quads, and he kept trying to do from the wide side, run a drag. So I would come out in the cover two man shell, and I would have a hard flat over there. So that kind of fucked him up. So that took away that first read. And by that time, we was getting pressure on the quarterback. But, you know, it's very rare, bro, that I actually just run straight man. Like, it just looks like that because of the shell. And then I put my adjustments out there depending on what my opponent's doing, you know. It's just picking up tendencies and shit, bro. But a lot of this shit just try to have the motherfuckers guessing. You feel me? Just keep your opponent guessing. Appreciate you, Capone, man. Hey, what team you got in your online dynasty, bro? What year y'all in?
Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
He's still talking about, I'm watching you pick the play and I'm still guessing. Yeah, bro. Like, even like I don't ever look at, like, if you notice, like, I don't ever look at recent plays. Cause like if someone do that against me, they're getting fucked up. Cause I'm never running that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that just shows what you picked. That don't actually show what you ran.
The Gators will kick it away to start.
See, that's Boston College. You don't see that every day, bro. This motherfucker might know something right here. That's what I'm saying. I really be more concerned about people who pick teams like this than people who pick Bama, Georgia, Ohio State. Cause like to pick Boston College, you gotta know something. Like you pick a tier 3 and below, yeah, you know something. Most of them tier 1 motherfuckers, they just pick them cause they got to compete.
At their own 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Oh, it's a reverse. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
It's so
Damn, boy, you serious, bro? That motherfucker that the money leagues and everything, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I'll be looking for motherfuckers who's really serious about that dynasty shit, bro. Cause you know I try to play that shit every day. Like that shit fun to me, man. But like I said, I just started one, bro. And it be taking them motherfuckers like 2, 3, 4 days to play a game. I'm like, bro, come on.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Now he's going to glide away from pressure.
Give me that shit, boy. What you thought?
Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense
Not the
that's got a lot of
cross
balls
body
in
or
the back
cross
end. He's
field
gotta
throw.
be
Hell no.
careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key.
I had a few things I could have done, but I got scared, Chad. I got scared.
Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say,
Running toward the tape. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Yeah, partially. When you play these random teams, you don't know what they be running. You don't know what players they got and everything. Like, I know Bama so well, bro. I don't even have to look at their fucking depth chart, bro. I play them bitches so much.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Moving toward the end zone.
This motherfucker fumbled the ball.
Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
and man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles. And
yeah, Capone, that's how it should be, bro.
Make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Like, try to keep that shit moving.
Trying to get the defense to show his hand. Dumps it off in the
He caught that. Okay,
really
bro.
Nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there.
I can't believe he threw it. I can't believe he caught it.
So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. He's going to pass. throws for the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup.
I don't know why people, the people in the dynasty, it's not hard, bro. Like I tell motherfuckers, as soon as you get in the game, just do your shit for the week. You know what I'm saying? Then move on to whatever else you about to do. Like I be seeing motherfuckers online not doing their shit, and it's like, bro.
And catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. How about that nice run from this junior?
So his quarterback can't fumble that shit, bro.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
To the air. It's Castellanos. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense, getting a sack, creating some momentum.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Yeah, that Arizona playbook tough, bro. Motherfucker be airing that shit out. Man, I can't believe my quarterback fumbled, bro. We just fucked his quarterback up. He held on to it.
Defense always wants. He's looking for a man on second down. Nowhere to
There we go. There we go.
Now the defense has got
Get off
it
me.
and they're going
There
the
we
other
go.
way. Touchdown Gators!
Damn, he quit? Yeah, I don't do the custom shit, bro. I can't do the custom playbook, bro. Motherfuckers be coming up with crazy shit. I would say that's the one rule I can't have. No custom shit. Just pick a regular playbook. Hey, bro, in the chat, anybody trying to get a game in, just let me know, bro. I'm handing out free smoke all day. You know what I mean? Free motherfucking smoke, man.
Welcome to the swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Smith.
Good tackle.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline. And out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
So Capone, you over there. Capone running the custom playbook.
The give is to Smith. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense in press coverage. Rides to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. On the option. Now the toss. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
That shit made me fucking glitch into somebody.
Racing to the line in the hurry up. On the option. The pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I think it's really important for this offense.
Yeah, setting up the custom playbook, but that's a lot, bro.
Doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
You said what?
When they've got him looking.
Oh, no, I ain't talking to you, bro.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well
Nah.
the ball.
I don't think you can run custom playbooks on this shit, bro.
Opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy.
Yeah, you got to play with whatever team you got.
Not just hand it
I was talking to somebody else about that shit.
A lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
The run from the shotgun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or a tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to take off.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him
He's
sacked
hurt.
right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat.
How is he getting that shit off?
Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to see.
You had a good drive going right there, man. I
Get
ain't
a
gonna lie.
nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Quarterback will audible. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. First down to start the drive after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now on 2nd and short. Quarterback checking the play. They keep attacking through the air. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Coming out with it, it's Smith.
Man, hit that motherfucker, bro.
On that return, he goes out of bounds 15. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. That pass is incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. On 3rd down, going up top. They're trying to get to it.
Good defense.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
On the return, it's Hawkins.
Come on, we're not gonna block.
Able to sling him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Quarterback checking off.
What the fuck?
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Throwing right.
Okay, QB. All right.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, you could tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gator.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown.
Oh,
the extra point
man.
is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen,
Bro, hell no, bro. That gotta be a fumble. That gotta be a fumble. He's in red too. That motherfucker in the
Coach
red.
said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Quarterback on the keeper.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
To the air, it's Jennings. Extending the play. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
We've been hitting the fuck out of him.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Buys a little time with his feet.
Get him. There we go.
The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. He looks that one in nicely.
Routes like that are great times to make quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw here on second down. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Florida! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's looking on the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Why would it take us so long to get to the quarterback, though? You shouldn't have time to do all that.
A little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Hawkins. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make it. Like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
After that last completion, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. He makes the grab, and he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida 20, SMU 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We're still throwing the football here this late in the game.
I'm about to take your ass out, Lagway. What the fuck you doing?
Falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Gators looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. The ball pops out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Touchdown, Gators! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida 27, SMU 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field.
GG's, bro.
This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they just...
I think it might have been a little different if a quarterback can get hurt.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They're bringing heat. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week at practice.
Damn.
Who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Offense set on 1st down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
I'll catch you on here again, bro. GG's.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. The rankings, the odds makers.
That was a pretty good defensive performance right there. That's what you got to do, man. Hit the quarterback early. Knock his ass out. He was in the red from he had that red wear and tear from the 1st quarter. That's what we need to do to fucking Milrow ass.
to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, where they have been calling the Hogs since early in the morning in anticipation of this showdown we have coming. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Facts, bro. That's one thing that's gonna lock me in. They do that shit. Then I gotta violate.
And the Gators will kick it away first. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Yes, sir. Give me that shit,
The
boy.
ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. We've got a lot of ball left to play. We've got to keep going.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out.
That motherfucker said I'm fried. My apologies.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Coming after him. Moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Yeah, you know they got a bunch of excuses, you know, when shit go wrong.
Secondary walks up on the line.
My favorite is, you know, they start getting their ass whooped and they start talking about the connection and shit. I'm like, oh, the connection wasn't fucking up when you was throwing the dots, was it?
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a
this right there, more and more making him
Shit be going good for them. They be throwing dots. It's all good. As soon as they start losing, oh, the connection, bro. Shut the fuck up. Oh, we gotta get that.
Very, very uncomfortable.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man.
Yes, sir.
Get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
God damn, bruh. That motherfucker threw a pick six on the second offensive play. Then he got sacked on the fourth down. Got up out of here. Yeah, Xander. Yeah, bro. All of a sudden, oh, you lagging now, huh? Okay, but you weren't. They wasn't saying that when they was throwing dots. They threw a dot against me. It's all good. Yeah, you fucking suck. You suck, Graham. You fucking weak. As soon as they throw a pick, oh, bro, the connection, your connection terrible. Like, shut up, bro.
Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up.
Yeah, that last motherfucker, he wasn't prepared, bro.
And the Hokies will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown.
It's all gonna depend on Lagway, bro. That motherfucker progress like he's supposed to. Y'all might have a little chance.
Put it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Lane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down for this offense. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
I don't know about the playoffs next year, bro. I think next year will be a good, solid season. See a lot of improvement, and then the following year. That's typically how the progression goes, bro.
Upfield, they got to that QB fast.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Pocket starts to collapse. Complete in the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Love to see the.
I just don't want y'all to get y'all expectations up, man.
And he's got so
I'm looking for a solid year next year, and then the year after that, we can start talking about playoffs.
Before the defense can break it up.
Wants to throw on first down. Still
Get him.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now,
My
advantage
boy
defense.
Gators
The
is
offense
going on,
comes
bro.
up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside.
Good tackle.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Timeout call.
I don't know what they got me running.
Defense. It's their first of the half. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 25. And they
Whoa.
finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And I don't know how the offense was able to come up with that one, guys, but 4th and long, and they find a way. Everybody on defense had their eyes on the quarterback, but he was still able to just give his guy a chance, put it near his body. He makes a phenomenal effort and grab, and they keep the drive alive.
And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Groves. Throws to the tight end.
Damn, they really trying to get this motherfucker. Come on. They're not letting me jump for the ball now.
Pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one. Hokies. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Oh my, all right.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown on the opening drive of the game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
Bro, Gators. You got to stop that, bro. I know you hate Georgia, but saying Kirby not a good coach, come on now. That's just pure hate, bro. Xander, I don't know what's going on, bro. Like, this motherfucker just throwing shit. Getting away with it, too.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The offense set for a 1st down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side.
Yeah, we can do it too.
Gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
We just got hit, though. That was supposed to be a touchdown. Yeah, we got hit. Oh, like, why he throw it like that?
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
The Gators trying to cash
Bro,
it in
Kirby
on
Smart
1st and
learned
goal.
at the feet of Coach Saban, bro. That motherfucker a mini goat.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide.
I can't make that wide open throw. Bro, two national championships ain't nothing to sneeze at, bro.
That's one he'd like to have.
You know how hard that shit is?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Lane.
Motherfucker.
Across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put
Give me that shit, boy.
And that pass picked off. Taking
No, they're not gonna keep letting you get away with throwing it right at me, bro.
And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant.
But Urban Meyer wanted. He one of the greatest coaches ever too, bro.
No doubt.
He did it with
Defense
two
is scoring,
schools.
Your offense is scoring. Good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
I fuck with Urban.
Send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Lane.
Motherfucker.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity.
But I mean, you talking about kicking tape and ass. You said the talent, but he really like once Tebow and them left, he wasn't really like that at Florida.
And it needs to happen on this possession.
That's what coaching is all about, bro. You gotta have talent.
Right down the middle.
Okay, I can't catch that. I'm spamming Y. I can't catch that.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right.
Give me that shit, boy.
Snagged by the defense. And they'll drag it
That's
down
bad stick,
after
too.
a
That should have been to the
return on
crib.
interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead.
Lagway, you got one more time, bro. You coming out.
Don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language.
You do that shit one more time, bro. You coming out the game.
He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Yeah, Xander, he was getting away with it his first drive, too. I was like, bro, what's going on?
The Gators have moved it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on first down. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown,
Good catch.
Florida. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. But you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll probably be tier 2.
That's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense.
88 overall, tier 2, something like that.
You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here.
Yeah, high pass, inside lead.
Like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half. So fine.
He's going to throw deep right side.
Oh.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Hokies are in the hurry up. To throw, it's Drones. Quarterback now breaking the field. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical
bullet, yes sir.
It brings up
A lot of shit going on that throw.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot now, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down.
I don't know why he would go for that right there.
On your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
In this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the
Nah, bro, it's just like I don't know why he
stop on the return and
went for that fourth down.
You don't want some big
Like, bro, you
return
just gave me 3 points at least.
on the final play of the half.
35, Virginia Tech, 7.
And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lane.
Motherfucker. But we are killing Lane on kickoff, bro. He got a fumble this one.
Bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that
Oh, he
becomes
was
the
trying to get
emphasis
sticky right
for the
there, bro.
defense, for
He was trying to do.
special
He was
teams.
trying to highlight
It
me.
can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Not yet. Florida has. They just got the perfect team for my play style this year, bro. So we'll see if it's like that on the next one. But for how I like to play, they got the perfect team.
Run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires on the move.
Yeah, get that out of there.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker.
He got down.
But he has enough for the first down. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is
Let me jump, bro. What is up with that?
He didn't really understand.
That's been happening a lot lately. Like,
because of that, he gives
they
up
just
the
won't let
first
me put
down.
my hands up and
Just be
jump.
a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They're going to throw it again. This time on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this.
Bro, if I think you told me Jakeem Jackson is transferring number 2 to corner. If he was coming back, bro, yeah. Yeah, I would be set, man.
Nice job by the QB there.
Because you're losing both your starting corners, bro. Marshall gone.
And then advance it.
Throws to the wideout. Got it.
It's switch sticking me to everybody but who I wanted me on.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He'll keep it on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. It's Thrones. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
Bro.
And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This man is the luckiest player I've ever seen with these throws he's getting.
By tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Nice grab to get that squib kick.
Do you see her first pair of jeans?
What's she gonna do?
She received them. Everything.
I'm saying, why is she wearing jeans then?
I just changed her. She's up. She's up.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll try the run. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 35, Virginia Tech 14.
What math you trying to do, bro?
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion.
Carmani, I mean, let's hope. you know.
Back to throw. It's Lagway.
Hold the
And
ball.
that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch.
I'll put that over the D tackle, man. We gotta hold on to
4th
that.
down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there. And they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job.
But you know what's crazy? I like Johnson over Moore, bro. At least on here. I don't know about real life, but I like Johnson over Moore.
Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield.
Give me that. Ooh, come on, man. Come on, bro.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32.
They just will not let me be great this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They want to just keep throwing it. Deep shot for the end zone. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense.
I thought you didn't like Grimsley, bro.
The officials offered the deal, and the coach accepted.
But yeah, Grimsley gonna be fast.
Ball's at the
I don't know if he's gonna be 80
27,
overall, but
short,
that
and
motherfucker,
they
he like
avoid
60 or something,
making that
66 or
4th
something
down
this game.
decision.
Or low
Looking for a
70s.
man, it's Drones. Unloads to the
Thank
wide
you.
out.
We'll take that one.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
We'll take that one, though.
But he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly.
He should have caught that last one. That last one was a highlight, bro.
They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Power football with the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage.
See, yeah, I can't speak on the true freshman and shit, but
Figure some things out because this wasn't a great day.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
I be trying to tell you, typically the freshmen take, you know, they take a year to get real good.
They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day.
Gators, I feel like we go through this every stream, bro. I'm not sleeping on y'all. I'm just saying. I think in 2 years, then y'all really going to be a problem. I think next year is going to be a year of good improvement.
To the ground to try to move the chains.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop.
And GG's, bro. I think next year going to be a good year of improvement. Maybe competing for the, you know, SEC championship, maybe. And then the next year we can start looking at playoffs. I don't know if y'all just going to make the jump this year. But that's just me, you know. As a matter of fact, yeah. Let me show you, bro. I'm gonna go do that right now. Look at this shit. All right, now look, bro. Marshall, gone. Senior. Jackson, gone. Transfer. So that's your two starters right there. Moore coming back. McClain coming back. Yeah. And then we have Johnson. Bridges gonna be gone. Yeah, Grimsley, he's a 73 overall, bro. He's not gonna be 80 next year, bro. That's too big a jump. But look at the speed. 93 speed, 95 acceleration. And then that's really it. Foster. I don't know what they're gonna do with Foster. And then like whatever freshman y'all bringing in, bro. So you got what, one, two, three people coming back in the secondary, bro. You're losing both your starters, and then whatever freshman y'all bringing in. So I mean, but I'm telling you, if Jackson was coming back, that would be clutch. So I mean, y'all gonna be straight, bro. Ain't Denson the safety or like slot? Denson, I do like Denson though. I think I seen him ball out against Georgia. Yeah, little nickel. I like Denson.
It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in
Bro, who
college
was
football.
Gates?
The bitterness,
I didn't see
the
Gates on the depth
intensity,
chart. Who
the
was that?
lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
What position is he, bro? I ain't never seen Gates on here. What position is he?
The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball squirts through the end zone.
He got to be a safety or something. I ain't even seen him when I. Oh, this motherfucker right here. I mean, yeah. 196. It might be alright.
They'll bring it out to the 25.
That'll just be some crazy jumps for them to be making.
Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Forced out of the pocket.
What the fuck?
Missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
And those in-breaking routes with the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
I ain't talking about changing my tone. I mean, like, he's solid. I mean, we'll see what they do to him next year. Like, you know, I never put him in. I never played with him, so I didn't even know who he was.
Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Got a man, it's Lewis. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle, he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The Volunteers are on the move. Comes out throwing on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
It's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try to get outside. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
The best offenses are the ones that
Yeah, it's because most of them motherfuckers slow, bro. That's why. Most of the people that's, you know, I guess they're good in real life, they just slow up on here.
Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. Working that left side now.
On the play. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it. Ready. He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteer! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 35. Off he goes.
Good shit, Hulk.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Florida. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 10 in the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll just keep slinging it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes a connection. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak. A nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
They have not been able to run it in. Will they try again on 3rd and goal? Trying to run it in. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Good shit. Oh, man.
There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Gators. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll leave it with him. Smashes through.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
He dropped it.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. From the gun. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They'll try to get it through the air. Dances away. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dances away from the heat. He'll fire to his right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now on second down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Complete to start this drive. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man downfield.
Good shit.
And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be lost one deep down the right side.
Good knockout.
Goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Stands in and takes the hit. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll get rid of it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Using his legs to buy some time. And
No, sir.
Complete the long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Well, jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to get him involved.
That was terrible stick right there.
Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to throw. It's Glagway. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Gators. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using
Big
the
boy
scalpel,
catch.
the fine instrument rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
He held on to that.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Just threw that one way too far.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Here we go, here we go. Direction.
Looking to pass on second down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown ball. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Wide open downfield.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Florida 28, Tennessee 17.
First down to start the drive after the break. They want that clock to run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive. And so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Give to the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. On his feet at the 40. He's off to the races. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
If Asa got a 5th year, he better be doing speed training all offseason, bro.
To save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He is tackled, but it'll...
Yeah, Asa Turner better be hitting the motherfucking track, getting some speed training in, man. That's what he needs. He got all them abilities. His ass just slow.
Somebody called Trap Ground. Trapping peas? Trapping some peas?
Nah, bro.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Nah, brother.
Where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Florida Gators taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Oh, yeah?
EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and
That's what's up, brother.
Guys, can't wait to get this.
Be safe. Said be safe. Oh, I'm about to say, brother, be safe and be blessed, brother.
They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make.
Damn, nigga, you gonna let me answer the question or no? Oh, you just keep talking.
Get the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. There, I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Bring in the heat. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
To the air, it's Mertens. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Throws for the tight end. Into the hallelujah.
Shit, boy.
Touchdown, Florida. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down here for the offense. They'll They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot.
Bro,
right
pick the
away.
ball. This nigga out here
He
hitting
got a
shit,
hand
bro.
in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Defense were always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
The give is to Miller. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback moving. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it.
Give me that shit, huh?
And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I tell you what, I can justify.
I'm gonna say humanitarian mission. Hell no, bro.
On your side of the territory. Man, that's
My wife live out here, bro.
to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He makes the connection. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to pass. It's Lagway.
Good
And
dot.
it's caught. Touchdown, Gators. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Really good looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
The lone back's got it. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Feeling some heat. Slips a tackle.
Damn, how many sacks he gonna break?
And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The quarterback bought a little time, got away from a couple of guys, but it's like he was drinking from a fire hose, and soon enough, it was pouring like an avalanche coming down a mountain.
I guess that means there was a lot of pressure, but nowhere to go.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Milroe. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Alabama!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Catch in the middle. It's Hawkins. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Glagway. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He chucks one out to the right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida 17, Alabama 8.
And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
To the air, it's Milroe. He uncorks one deep.
Yes, sir.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you win it at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Let me get a block out there, receiver.
Football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
It is stupid ass.
Quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. At the 15, he's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. All kinds of time before he fires right. And that pass intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 24, Alabama 8.
He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give as they work on that clock. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's got it on the right. At the 20, he's got space. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, Gator! And the beatdown has ensued. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the ice.
He ain't want no more of that smoke, man. I don't know why he quit.
Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's Bentley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Parrish. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but But down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And it's
Yes, sir.
around. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And
He came downhill on that motherfucker.
Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, get it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
Finds his man. It's Daniels. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll throw it on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. For the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
That was a dot, bro. We gotta get your feet down, man.
But that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Wilson.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap. You can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Unleashes to the end zone.
Just hold it.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bentley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snatches it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offense trying to take a shot and get aggressive downfield. That's when the defense just has to come up with an opportunity to make the interception in the end zone. Not going to get a lot of chances like that.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Getting some heat.
You're not gonna pick that, bro?
Be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires and picked off. Smashes through the tackle. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida 3, Ole Miss 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. The play action fake. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Tackled immediately after the catch. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Dart. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Back to the air one more time. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They're bringing, and the ball comes out.
Get the ball.
What a disastrous play. Now the defense has got it
Good shit,
going
D.
the other way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Florida. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Wants to throw. It's Dart. Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He wants to go deep.
Yeah.
Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. The 10.
Good shit,
And he's gonna
defense.
take it all the way. Touchdown.
Good stream right there, man. We closed it out. Offense was tripping that game, but we did it on defense. Fuck it. Yeah, but we got to get it done. Oh, we're creeping up on spot 6 too. We creeping up. Alright, bros. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Catch y'all boys next time, man.